What is up? So in this video, I'm going to be going over the best LinkedIn content strategy for 2024. So we're just going to get right into it, no fluff. So LinkedIn is the best platform if you're trying to get leads for your business. All right, so on Instagram, people always try to, show off their lifestyle. TikTok, it's a really low quality audience, just a bunch of young people with negative attention spans. And with Twitter, it's probably the best of those three, Instagram and TikTok, right? It's better than those two. But it's still kind of a messy platform. Like there's a bunch of bots and, arguments and comment sections and all that. But LinkedIn is business and business only. But there's still a huge audience of people on there, right? Over 800 million users. And so on top of that, by the way, just a quick fun fact, 80% of B2B leads are generated from LinkedIn, which is pretty crazy, right? So, so this makes LinkedIn perfect for agency owners, coaches, consultants, and SaaS, right? So here's the best LinkedIn content strategy if you want to grow your personal brand, grow your audience, and just get a bunch of new leads. So really the general rule for any social media platform, it's you want to have a diverse content strategy. This means you want to be posting story-based content, value-based content, and case study-based content. So story-based content is kind of just where you show your personality, right? Value-based content, you're just giving tips and tricks on your niche and whatnot, just giving, good insights. And case study content is, showing client results, posting social proof, and literally just posting case studies, right? And so these three, if you kind of combine all of them, you will have a personal brand that grows fast and attracts lots of leads. So here is the strategy I would be doing if I were to start from absolute scratch. So content is only 1/2 of the equation, right? People think they could just make a post it, and it'll do well. That's not how it works at all right? So you need to be engaging and networking with other creators, right? If you don't engage and network with other creators on a daily basis, you will not grow, and it's that simple. So let's just put something into perspective, right? Let's just say you make one new high quality connection per day. You send a few DMs and you make one new connection per day. That's actually high quality, right? You message them back and forth and whatnot. So that means over a 3-month period, 90 days, that's 90 high quality connections. And normally a high quality connection will like all your posts. So that's 90 likes per post plus all the organic reach you're getting. So it's just such a great opportunity if you just consistently network. It's that simple, right? And so now that we have kind of that aspect sorted, let's get into the content itself. So one time per day is fine, right? I would recommend to be posting at around, maybe 1 p.m. or 12 p.m. EST. So yeah, that's a pretty good time to do it. So again, you don't need to be doing 5 posts per day, like 1 LinkedIn post per day is good. And so unlike Twitter, right? On Twitter, you need to be posting 2 to 3 times per day, but here's the difference. This doesn't mean LinkedIn is any easier. LinkedIn is arguably harder because the LinkedIn posts have to be much higher quality. What I mean by this is they have to be longer in length. Like they have to be a lot longer. And so while on LinkedIn, you're posting a lot less posts, the posts themselves take longer to make. So it kind of evens out. You want your posts to be 10 to 50 lines on LinkedIn, while on Twitter, they could be as low as 2 or 1 lines, like anywhere from like 1 to 6 lines. And on LinkedIn, you're literally 10xing that. And so that's kind of the style. And so now here's the actual content calendar I would use. So on day 1, Monday, is an actionable post. So it's a post, right, sharing actionable tips. So example, just revamped my profile. Here are 3 tips to optimize your profile for better engagement, right? So they're great for growing an audience, but most importantly, they nurture leads, hidden in your audience, right? So they become, more, I guess, closer to buying your offer, if that makes sense. And then we have day 2, which is a personal story. So you want to share, you don't have to do like a magical tale story, right? When I say story, I mean just personality, right? So it could be just a straight up story, telling something that happened. It could be giving an opinion. It could be giving an insight you have, thoughts, like a shower thought. I don't know, whatever it is, right? Do that and then attach a selfie to the bottom of the post. And I'll explain why you need to do the selfies later in this video. But attach selfies to personality posts, all right? So these are amazing for growth because LinkedIn is mostly just like a corporate business place, right? So the content isn't really that, deeply connected. And so if you post this, you'll be getting a lot of new connection requests. And a lot of people will kind of want to, make friends with you, if that makes sense. And then we have day 3, which is Wednesday, and it's a how I post. So we all know the basic, how to post, how to do X, how to do Y, right? But if you make a post saying how you did something, people will take a lot more interest, right? Example, how I generated $447,000 in just 12 months with my video production agency. That's going to get really good engagement, and it'll also increase your authority massively. And then we have day 4, which is a case study. So this is where you're getting all your leads, case studies. So if you want to get inbound leads on LinkedIn, case studies are by far the easiest way to do that. So share social proof, client results, client transformations, etc. All of that. Just anything that gives you authority that's in the case study form. And then we have day 5, which is Friday, a unique insight post. So these work amazingly, and you can kind of tie it to a personality post, but it's essentially sharing an opinion about your niche where you go against the grain, right? And so the reason why this is good is because most people usually have the same opinion. Oh yeah, do this, do that, whatever. But if you make a post saying, no, you should do this, people are going to really pay attention to you because you're saying something that's different from everyone else. And that's just the way that the world works. If you're separate from everyone else, you'll stand out. Day 6, tips and tricks. An oldie but a goodie, as I wrote here. So just share tips and tricks, related to your niche. 14 tips to get more booked calls with paid ads. Like, it works really well, actually. It's in the value category 100%, and it nurtures your leads. And then we have day 7, which is Sunday, personality post. So this doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be story based, right? Just share your personality. So what you did that weekend, wins and losses within life or business, or cool or crazy things that happened. All right. And so that's pretty much it for the content side of things. But here are some other tips that can massively help you out. So firstly, you need your personal brand is the real backbone behind your personal brand is leaving comments, right? Oh, why should I leave comments, right? You have to. You have to leave at least 30, 40 comments a day. And so you could outsource this, doesn't matter, but it has to be from your account, okay? Now, in the algorithm for LinkedIn, your engagement will boost by, I don't want to give a specific number, but it will boost massively if you engage with other creators. Let's just say you have creator A, he posts something into the void, he's going to get not 5 views. Versus creator B, let's just say you engage every day for 2 weeks before. You don't even have to make a single post. You should engage for 2 weeks. Then you post, it'll do upwards of, 1,000 times better. Like, it's a night and day difference, right? And so that's why you see creators with 10,000 plus followers and even 100,000 followers, 500,000, they're always leaving comments. And so they don't do this because they're bored or have nothing better to do. No, it's because it boosts their engagement, right? And so if you start ramming comments 5 minutes before and 5 minutes after you make a post, the engagement of that post will be significantly amazing. It's just going to do really well. And so another bonus tip. All right, respond to your comments immediately. And I mean in under 10 minutes. Once again, this also helps massively with engagement. All right. I don't know the algorithm scientific. I just know that it does, right? And so now the selfies. Why do you want to add selfies at the bottom of your personality post? Because this works really well for personality-based content. Selfies boost engagement massively due to the fact that LinkedIn is mostly a business platform. And there's just not that much, authenticity on it, right? And not that many people are sharing pictures of themselves. So when someone does, again, law of, separation, whatever, you're different from everyone else automatically. So therefore, people will pay attention to you. And the more attention you'll get, the more business you'll get, all right? And so when you include lifestyle pictures of yourself, you'll notice that your posts do way better. Now, this entire content strategy, okay, it's pretty difficult to implement. I'm not gonna lie, right? And so if we just go on my website right here, let me just look it up. We'll take care of everything for you. So we'll book you 45 sales calls for your business in 90 days from LinkedIn, or we will refund you, all right? And we do this via content. Content strategy is pretty similar to this. So we'll ideate, organize, and write all the content. We'll do some outbound on your behalf, depending on the package, right? And we'll do everything 100% done for you to guarantee 45 quality calls in 90 days. So if you are interested in that, then just book a call in the link in the description. It'll be somewhere there. And yeah,